It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 28th of August. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather will stay hot for the rest of this weekend over the weekend, but heat levels come way down next week. Rain chances gradually tick up, and we're watching the tropics trying to wake up this morning. Here's the upper air look across the country, and a big ridge in place here across the deep south. The mid-latitude westerlies are up near the Canadian border. Pretty standard look for August. We'll check the radar composite early this morning. Got a few small isolated showers in the Gulf of Mexico offshore. Alabama quiet. Still feels pretty good for the northern counties of the state. Lows are in the 60s. These were temperatures about 5 o'clock. 60 at Aniana, 64 for places like Jasper, Cullman, and Gadsden. The southern two-thirds of the state are in the 70s, Montgomery at 77. We're expecting highs back in the mid to upper 90s today. However, like yesterday, the dew points will be low and the humidity will be low. At one point, the humidity dropped to about 20% during the peak of the heat, and that's a good thing. There's the watch warning map this morning around the nation. Things are relatively calm. Some heat advisories from Indianapolis back over toward the Atlantic coast, but again, pretty calm this morning. Here's the severe weather outlook for today. We have a risk of severe storms from southeastern Missouri to near Philadelphia and Baltimore. Also a chance of severe storms over parts of the Dakotas today. Tomorrow got a risk for parts of the upper Midwest and Virginia, North Carolina. And on day 3, which is Friday, a marginal risk, including cities like Indianapolis, Cleveland, and Detroit. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Good news, numbers are coming up a little bit. This is the rain valid through Wednesday morning of next week. And understand the showers and storms we see over the next 7 days will be random and scattered. So, again, preparing this map is a pretty big challenge, but rain amounts generally in the 1/2 to 1 inch range for most of the state, and we'll take that. So in the tropics, in the 2-day outlook, there is one X on the board. That's out in the central Atlantic, a little feature that's far east of the Bahamas. A 10% chance of that developing, and quite frankly, we don't expect that to develop over the next 7 days. In fact, here's the 7-day outlook, and for that disturbance and the other one out there in the middle of the Atlantic, the chance of those developing only 10 to 20%. We're just not impressed with the possibilities here. In fact, check this out. This is the European ensemble. This is the probability of tropical storm formation across the entire Atlantic basin, just basically showing nothing. So we'll be watching. But again, for the end of August, early September, things are remarkably calm. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Upper ridge in place, got that sharp trough over Minnesota. We wonder if there might be some snow for some of the high elevations out there. But here it will be hot and mostly dry. Highs today, mid to upper 90s, much like yesterday. This is the high-res HER model. HER is the high-resolution rapid refresh, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, you can see a few spotty showers and storms across the southeastern corner of the state. But for most of Alabama, the day should be dry. Tomorrow, highs again mid to upper 90s, no change, but we'll mention isolated showers and storms statewide. But if you like the numbers game, the chance of any one spot getting wet, 20% or less. And pretty much the same situation on Friday. The high Friday, mostly mid-90s, partly sunny with isolated afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. Labor Day weekend begins on Saturday. And really the GFS suggesting the surface boundary will stay well to the north, and any showers and storms should be isolated, with the chance of any one spot getting wet holding at 20%, and the European almost identical. The better chance of any scattered showers and storms near the Tennessee Valley, if these models are correct at this point. We'll mention it statewide, but we've got football starting back, both Auburn and Alabama playing an evening game at home. And I'd say the chance of a shower or storm relatively small. No doubt there could be showers around, but I just don't think for the moment, showers and storms should be a big problem for the football games. And the high Saturday should be in the low to mid-90s as the heat ridge begins to weaken. This is Sunday. Scattered showers and storms possible statewide. Highs in the low 90s. And the same thing on Monday. The chance of any one spot getting wet Sunday and Monday in the 30 to 40% bracket. And as typically is the case this time of the year, the better chance of those showers during the afternoon and evening hours. This is Tuesday. Again, showers and storms are possible statewide in scattered spots. And a week from today, again, the heights are coming way down, and we'll mention a few scattered showers and storms around. Next week, highs should be in the 80s and lows in the 60s. It will feel much better next week. Let's keep going. This is out 10 days. This is Friday, September 6th, the end of next week. Again, the heat ridge way off to the west, and that looks relatively quiet. But again, on most days next week, the chance of scattered showers and storms, and again, heat levels are way down. Rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. As always, we point out here, you're looking for the green line, which is the mean of the 51 ensemble members. And the mean is a little over 2 inches between now and the 11th of September. Some of the members are showing more. And you can see that nice reduction in heat next week. This is coming off the National Blend of Models, the ensemble approach, if you will. We've got mid-90s. This is for Birmingham today, tomorrow, and Friday. Low 90s on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then 80s. Look at that, 83 for the high Wednesday of next week with lows down in the 60s. That'll be a nice heat reduction. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for September 4th through September 10th. Temperatures below average on the East Coast. For Alabama, near average, maybe slightly above for the Gulf Coast. So on this date, in 2005, that was the visible satellite imagery. Wow. That's why we can be so thankful that things are so calm across the Atlantic Basin. That is Hurricane Katrina. Ramping up into a monstrous hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. Landfall would be the next day on August 29th. This image was taken on August the 28th. And on that Sunday, August 28th, Robert Ricks, a meteorologist at the National Weather Service in Slidell, he pulled up a template prepared years ago from the National Weather Service in Tampa that was to be used only in the event of a catastrophic type hurricane. And Robert Ricks kind of had the guts to modify this a little bit and release it. And we call it the Doomsday Statement. And a lot of people didn't believe it, but it pretty much worked out this way. And again, if you take the time to read that statement, it's terrifying. Again, you can see statements like most of the area will be uninhabitable for weeks. Perhaps longer. The majority of industrial buildings will fail. Down at the end, you can see the vast majority of native trees snapped. Only the hardiest will remain standing. Livestock left exposed to the winds will be killed. Just terrifying statement. And you know, with Katrina, the New Orleans, what happened, that was more of an engineering failure when the levees failed. But still, it took a lot of guts to release that, and I think it got a lot of people's attention. Of course, we'll talk more about the landfall tomorrow morning. But nothing like that going on here, which is good. This is a pretty cool drone shot of a little isolated summer shower yesterday down at the Alabama-Florida state line, Florala. And after the little showers, we had some nice rainbows in South Alabama yesterday. And once again, a nice late summer sunset. Sun angle getting a little lower. The amount of daylight shrinking as we approach fall. A few weeks away from the equinox. Pretty good look from Birmingham, from Red Mountain last night. Gulf of Mexico. Again, you think about what was going on here in 2005 on this date, and you look at that, and we can be very thankful for a calm Gulf of Mexico. And once again, Chicago, fire in the sky. Barry Butler takes the most amazing shots of Chicago during thunderstorms. His work is just stunning. All right, so today I'm going to be at Warrior Elementary School up in North Jefferson County for a weather program there. That'll be a lot of fun. Tomorrow I got a homeschool group in Vincent in Shelby County. Friday, Pine Level Elementary School north of Prattville down in Autauga County. That'll be great fun. And again, no book signing on Saturday. We invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.